eyeballs on that team this year from the GTA with number 93, Mr. Marner in the roster. The terrible news about Alex Pietrangelo being out for the year with multiple health problems here at this late stage in his career. How do you look at that team? Do you consider them a potential contender, or is the death blow of losing your top defenseman, the guy that was the linchpin of your Stanley Cup team, just too much to overcome here?
Yeah, that's a massive hit for sure. Massive hit for sure. But they're going to be good again. Like, I think Bruce Cassidy is an incredible coach. He really does get a lot out of his team. Jack Eichel's still very good. Hurdle, Stone, Carlson, Smith. They have a lot of good players. Have a lot of Howden, down they go. I think even getting Sissons and Lauzon from Nashville in that Hague deal does shore up their depth, makes them not so weak at the bottom parts of their lineup. So Theodore is going to have to be incredible this year, and they'll be probably shopping for another right shot defenseman. But I still think, if you're looking at today, I don't love at all what LA did today. Edmonton got worse. They haven't gotten better yet. They're going to, but they haven't gotten better yet. They just haven't replaced the players that they lost. Calgary, I guess San Jose, Anaheim, yeah, they're better, but who is much better than Vegas in the Pacific? I don't know if, even with Pietrangelo's injury fest, that I would say anyone I would take significant, maybe Edmonton, but other than that, I would expect Vegas to have a home ice advantage in the playoffs again. So they'll be good, and Mitch obviously will be really good there. He's going to play with good players, and Stone plays right wing, Mitch plays right wing. So you're going to have Eichel, Hurdle, Stone, Marner. Like, those will be the two. I don't know how they pair up, but and maybe it's Hurdle and Marner together and Stone and Eichel together. But those are two pretty good duos to anchor your top two lines, and I expect them to be really good. So, I don't know. No one really seems to stack up to Florida, but other than that, they look pretty good to me.
Yeah, and those 93 Marner jerseys were ready to go, weren't they? They got in that team store.
Quick turnaround.
Man.
Quick turnaround.
Wow, that's good work.
No tampering here.
I was going to say, isn't that the tampering evidence? Isn't that all the tampering evidence you need, MJ?
No kidding.
No, they took video of them getting pressed on at 12:02 just to make sure. No, we were not doing this until the trade was done. But I think it was Bob who said it best. The fear of tampering and the discussion that has happened the last week and maybe the last year has not curbed the actual tampering.
Right.
It has curbed the leaking of the obvious tampering evidence that was coming out in the past couple of years. It's still going on. Teams are just being smarter about how they announce whatever they've done prior to.
Exactly. And it sure sounds like Mitch might have had his eyes on the strip down there in Vegas as early as a year ago. So
more power to him. He can do whatever he wants. He earned the right, the no move. He enforced it. And Leafs fans might not like this, but the reality is he got everything he wanted. He got the market. He got the contract. He got the team. He got he got what he wanted. And good for athletes for exercising the leverage when they have it.
Yep, and that's the reality. He's in Vegas, and his return is going to be quite something, man. It is going to be.
So Hayes, right now, Jerry's percentages, mini Jerry's to you.
Yes.
Likelihood that obviously he's going to get booed initially. Likelihood that the boos last and are kind of venomous all game, or as compared to just they boo them and they sort of forget it. They probably applause when he gets his tribute video. What's the percentage of it's getting nasty the whole game?
90%. I don't think it's 100 because
93?
Yeah, 93%. That's a better number because it is Toronto, and Toronto's just not wired that way. That building's not generally wired that way.
It has been, though, at times.
It has been for the whole team when the Leafs fail.
It's not going to be Islanders to Tavares.
No, it won't be anything close to that. It won't be anything close to that. It's, and the Leafs, I guess they probably will show. They're going to show some montage. You
got to do a video tribute for him.
I guess you do. But if it gets booed the whole time,
right?
What's
are
the
you
point?
Inviting negative energy by doing it? Would he be preferred to say, "Don't even bother," because it's going to boo the whole?
Exactly.
Here's the other thing too, guys. The schedule gets out July 18th or something like that.
Soon, yeah.
It's soon. How they arrive, and what I mean by that, how Vegas plays here will also build up the vitriol. if Vegas plays the night before in Montreal type of thing, it's like in and out, he's playing there. If they play on Wednesday in Montreal and play Saturday here, and it's a 3-day, and Vegas is here for 3 days practicing or 2 days practicing, it's interviews, it's all like, that's where I think the buildup can either get a little bit more spicy.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I mean, Marner, he issued a statement today online, and I thought it was a classy letter.
won that.
You know, I found it quite interesting. He finally took accountability. He never did as a Leaf, but he did as a Golden Knight. You know, finally admitted I wasn't good enough when I had to be. Finally admitted we just didn't do what we had to do to win. And it makes you wonder, like, why wouldn't you just do that when you were a Leaf? Why not say that 2 years ago, 3 years ago? But that ship has sailed. It doesn't matter now. But yeah, I would say 93%. It's crazy and loud the whole night, and he hears it. And then we'll see what happens the rest of his career. He's going to come back here 8 times over 8 years, unless they meet the Cup final. You know, he's not going to play here a lot. He chose the West, I think, for a reason, and he's gone. He's as far away from Toronto as you can get. All right, Johnny, I'm sure you're about to do the same thing. Get as far away from Toronto as you could possibly get. Happy Canada Day. Have a great summer. Thank you for this.
All right, fellas. Happy Canada Day, and we'll talk soon.
You got it. Mike Johnson, our TSN hockey analyst. All right. Yeah. Marner's statement was interesting. What did you make of that, Dave?
Well, no, I thought it was.
He hit the
I would
right
guess.
notes
I'm not sure he wrote it.
The PR department, whoever wrote that for him, they were bang on because it hit the notes with the fans. It hit the notes with respect to the city, respect to everybody. I thought it was
the appropriate way to go.
It was a 10 out of 10.
Yes, it was a really well-worded statement.
Was.
And it is interesting, though, that no one believes Mitch wrote it himself.
Well, we have been in contact with the guy for 9 years.
Yeah, it's never
really heard those words coming out of his mouth. So.
Yeah,
honestly, nobody has a writing background. Unless you're Zach Hyman.
I get it. I get it.
Like, you do need touch-ups. You do need help in that scenario to sound. Can you imagine if guys actually wrote it and there's spelling errors and it'll run on sentences and stuff? You're like, this is.
I know.
That's what ChatGPT's for now, Noodles.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
That's true.
Correct my grammar.
I wonder if you could do it, Mitch Marner. Or you go to ChatGPT and go, write me a goodbye.
He probably could.
Yeah.
I mean,
it sounds really gracious and makes me look good.
He took one on the chin. It wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Change is tough. Not buying that for a second. For a guy that I think for the last year has been dying to get out of here.
Well.
But anyway, Darren Dreger coming up. Best Bets coming up. Overdrive continues. TSN 1050 and on TSN 2.